Hello my friends and welcome back to PlayStation Underground. We are taking a look at Far Cry Primal, which has come to PS4 on February 23rd. Hello Sid Schumann, my co-host for today.
That's right, and we are creepy crawling through some sort of lush jungle savanna here, chasing down some woolly mammoths. The first opening scene of Far Cry Primal.
Yes, there's no spoilers here because this is literally how the game starts, more or less, except maybe the main menu. Now, a couple housekeeping notes, Sid. First of all, unlike some of the past Underground episodes, we were playing this in Ubisoft's San Francisco office just not too long ago. So we are kind of watching you play from the future in the past.
That's right. This is me playing. Look at how good I point that spear. I mean, just straight and
ahead.
True. I mean, I'm really forging a path here.
So I would like to also point out that in your first attempt at this section, you died immediately.
That's right. I'd been hoping they left that in, but it looks like the editor cut it out.
I had them take it out. I thought it would be smoother if we go right in. So this is the start to Far Cry Primal, which, as you can already tell, is worlds away from previous Far Cry games, which are usually set in a more modern or more contemporary setting. Here we have a, I would say, prehistoric look into the earth, and we are following a tribe of hunters, including Takar, the main character who we are playing as right now, who Sid is playing as right now.
That's right.
And we're chasing this poor woolly mammoth.
That's right. Now this game's set 12. No comment needed about that one. This game's set 12,000 years in the past. It's actually set in Central Europe. So this isn't sort of like ancient man. This is like prehistoric, like caveman.
Right.
I mean, this is old school here. And I have a real soft spot for that spear's really finding its place. I have a soft spot for giant creatures and dinosaurs and woolly mammoths and the like. So this game's right up my alley.
You have a soft spot for them, which is why you have to murder them.
That's right.
But no, this is, like many things in this world, it is a dangerous world where survival is key, and you will be seeing that very soon. But right now, the tribe is tracking down this small mammoth in order to hunt for food, because obviously food sources were limited back in these good old days, these good old prehistoric days.
That's right.
I think this is the section where we didn't have our headphones on or something, and we didn't know that we had to take the killing blow.
Yeah.
So we kind of stand here for a bit. We're like, yeah, mammoth's just freaking out. There you go. There's the stab.
Oh boy.
Poor mammoth. It's okay. We're sorry. No, we're sorry, mammoth.
I call the tender trunk meat as my trophy.
That's your trophy. So here we have one of the beautiful cutscenes from Far Cry Primal. Again, right at the beginning of the game.
Gorgeous and spellbinding.
And this is a kind of indicative of a lot of the game. Very spiritual, naturalistic take. Oh, here we go.
So this is called a Smilodon. Did you know that?
That is
it
not
actually
true.
is. It's called
That
a
is not.
Smilodon. It's a saber-toothed cat. Look it up on Wikipedia. Smilodon is the name of its scientific name. Pretty great name, if you ask me.
Oh gosh.
Kablamo.
So as you can see, your hunting party was very rudely and lethally interrupted by, quote unquote, a Smilodon.
That's correct.
If I'm to believe Mr. Sid Schumann.
Pretty good plan. Let's just fall off the cliff rather than fight that thing.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Now, one of the things I've always liked about Far Cry...
Wait, get ready, Sid.
And,
Wait, ready,
Whoa.
ready. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
That is the beginning of Far Cry Primal. Oh my God.
Far Cry's always had this sense of sort of physicality that I've really liked. You know, you see your character making things and banging his head off trees and stuff. It's really... It's great, and Far Cry Primal keeps that up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a statement that might be viewed by some as mildly controversial.
Oh dear. Sid, remember, that you can't take this back once you say it.
That's right. This might be the most excited I've been for a Far Cry game.
All right. That's fair.
I mean, I liked Far Cry 3. I never finished that or Far Cry Primal. I loved Far Cry Blood Dragon. And in a weird spiritual way, Far Cry Primal feels closer to Far Cry Blood Dragon. It is a full-blown game. It is not an expansion or a mini game. It's a full-price game, but it is very adventurous, and I really like that about it. There's no guns, obviously. It's very alien landscape, very alien exotic surroundings, and I really like that. It screams Far Cry to me.
And here we have the emotional conclusion to the opening of the game. And we're going to cut forward now to a little later in our play session. Sid, you're going to get a nice, beautiful look at the environment after the opening sections of the game. And you are about to be attacked. I'm giving you spoilers to seconds in the future.
That's right. It's interesting. I was curious when we got a chance to go hands-on here, like how would they handle combat? You don't have guns, but what you do have is an array of spears, bow and arrow, clubs, and you can throw most of these weapons as well.
Or you can just smack someone in the face.
Right in the face. Kablamo. Oh yeah, that was satisfying.
It is a survival of the fittest. Of course, you have to, even when you're in mid-combat, you have to stop and check, loot.
That's right.
Loot the remains.
Boy, these nice-looking environments.
I know, they're really gorgeous. I mean, the Far Cry team has always, I think, prided itself on environments and making these huge open play spaces. I wanted to include this section because we get a little introduction to the bonfire system, which is kind of like the way you open up different parts of the map. I think it might also have something to do with fast travel, but don't quote me on that.
I believe you're accurate.
I think they show us something again. I like seeing you now trying to sort out how I set this on fire. There we go.
Well, they have this great fire system in this game that I really like. You can set weapons on fire pretty much at any time.
Which we'll see later in the video.
That's right.
Stay tuned.
And you actually can burn pretty much anything you see. It's actually really cool. We'll get into that more, but yes, that is in fact how you light a bonfire.
There you go.
You heard it here first.
And here's that fast travel. Okay, now I'm really happy about this clip because Sid, you were killing it in this one.
Oh yeah, headshot after headshot.
Oh my goodness. So this is at dusk or dawn. I don't know what time it is, but watch this. Beautiful.
That's right.
Beautiful and deadly.
I shot that caveman bow and arrow like
it's your job.
That's right. It is my job.
So, you're like, at the time, it was indeed my job. So here's the thing. This mission is, I think you're trying to help this captive who's at the front of the line, and you're slowly working your way up the line. And you're going to get another great shot in here as well. Again, just it's amazing how the lighting can change the entire atmosphere and mood of this setting. It's totally just those rich reds and oranges completely changed the landscape. I thought that was beautiful.
One of the things I like about this game is, the last few Far Cry games have gotten into animals, and it's become almost like an obsession, it feels like, for the development team. And I feel like here in Far Cry Primal, we're going to see some of this in a little bit. There are animals running all around this place. They're everywhere. They're giant armadillos.
Including your owl brethren.
Spirit owl to the rescue.
Here is the most badass owl of all owls. This is a little bit further into the beginning of the game. You are now, Sid, you're controlling this. How did this feel? Were you fancy and free?
Kind of like flying a kite.
just like flying a kite.
Yeah.
This is kind of the way I believe that you can survey the landscape and also track.
You can mark enemies that you can then track on your heads-up display. Pretty cool.
Which we will be seeing in our final clip of the evening.
It's actually a bit like a UAV. Imagine like a prehistoric UAV. It's very similar. Yeah, it really is.
Prehistoric
you
UAV.
Laugh.
I know, but it's great. I agree. It's great. Here we have the prehistoric UAV doing its final survey mission. We're going to mark these baddies.
Target acquired.
Activating bombing run. Owl mode activated.
So cool, though. And that's actually a big feature of Far Cry Primal. You can actually control what appear to be quite a few animals. And there's some really cool animals, too. Giant sloths. I was really hoping to find some of them. I didn't. There is a giant armadillo I saw running around. There's a giant woolly rhinoceros.
Sid, I don't know if I can believe a word you're saying.
That's all true.
Sloths.
That's all true.
So this is great. This is my Far Cry experience. This is Sid playing. This is classic Far Cry. You start off with stealth, and then everything goes to hell almost immediately after you start your plan. So these captives just run right in front of this guy. He's like, who was that? Oh, in the head. Enemies are attacking the captives. They're okay. I think they escape successfely. I love how mid-combat you still take the time to search.
I can't help it.
You have to, and then you're like, oh no, he's beating the heck out of that captive. Got to stop this guy. And then this is the best. This is the best. Sid decides, beat this captive, and then what am I going to do with these remains? Oh, I know. I'll set them on fire.
I was mad.
You're like, burn in the depths. But then you're like, I can't set him on fire, but maybe I can set this guy on fire. Oh, I love it.
Really cool fire system. We were setting some wolves on fire. They were They're literally running off, scaring other wolves that ran next to them. It was nuts.
And then I think after this guy, you successfully complete the mission. Sid, thank you so much for being here with me today.
That's right. That's Far Cry Primal.
Far Cry Primal coming to PS4 on February 23rd. This is PlayStation Underground. See you next time.
PlayStation